Hi, I'm Maggie. I'm your go-to gal for websites and digital marketing. Website Design Plus, my company, has been around for 9 years. We are the agency that actually returns your phone calls, replies to emails, and get things done. So this video is about lead collection with technology. Before we dive in, I do want to review some terms, revisit the marketing funnel just a little bit in case you're a little rusty or if you haven't heard of those yet. So what is lead collection? Lead collection is gathering data such as name, email address, phone number, maybe not all of those at the same time, but from people who have shown an interest in what you do. So helping build your database of potential customers so that you can romance and nurture them into paying customers over time. And why are we doing this? It's a 24-hour system that helps build relationships between you and interested prospects. So why are we doing that again? To drive business growth. So what is a marketing funnel? I imagine you've heard of it before, but just a quick recap. Marketing funnels, no shortage of examples, so I just did a quick Google. There's the top of the funnel, middle, and then converting into sales. So awareness, people are aware of who you are somehow, and that's going to be through either social media or people finding your website. We'll go over those. Middle of the funnel is where they're showing an interest and engaging with you somewhat. This is where we're doing that lead collection stage. They're going to fill out a form, give you some type of information, usually in exchange for something they find valuable. And then the bottom of the funnel is actually converting into a sale, converting into a customer, and then turning around and have them become an advocate for you. So that is a quick review of the funnel. And it is funnel shaped because a lot of people go in, and then as we go down through the funnel, we are refining who we actually want to be in that funnel. So it does get more narrow as we go down. So different ways to get in the funnel. Referral traffic. So that's when another website mentions you or your business and then links to your website. So one example, we're taking a look at heavensurgentcare.com. In this blog article, they are referencing another website. So once we click on this upstate.edu website, that was referral traffic to these guys. So whenever they're looking at their analytics, they'll say they've got some referral traffic coming in from Heaven's Urgent Care. Another is organic SEO. So shameless plug on my part. If we do web design near me, I'm at my own house with my own address, so of course I am going to show up on the map. This would be considered a Google search result. So local search, getting on the map, that's one way to get organic traffic to you. And then also having other listing websites link to your website. So Yelp, pretty popular website, take advantage of their traffic and get your business listed on all of these listing websites so that they can refer other traffic to you. And then another way to do that is social media. So having your own social media accounts is important, where you have your website listed, and then having other people talk about you on social media. So if somebody's looking for a plumber and somebody mentions you're a plumber and somebody mentions your website on social media, if people follow that, that will be considered a social media referral. A really big one is probably advertising. So people paying for search ads, display ads, social media ads, YouTube, things like that. Get people on top of the funnel. And then there's direct traffic. So if you hand somebody your business card with your website address and they go to check you out later, that's considered direct. So those are the primary ways you can get people onto the top of your funnel. Ideally, you have a campaign in mind. We have some strategy behind that. But there's a lot of different approaches. There's organic, there's paid ads, there's social media strategies. So a lot of things you can do to get this traffic started, to get interest going in your business or your service. So it's probably going to be a multi-channel marketing approach. But now we've come to the point where people have made it to your website. So now what? So now that we've got them there, what do we want them to do? You need to have a clear call to action. And I'll just go through some examples of some that I like. Changing things up just a little bit. There we go. So Netflix, pretty straightforward. They have their value proposition showing, hey, with us it's unlimited. And then they have a little extra value statement. So what they want is your email address. That is their call to action. They have other secondary goals, but they want to get started right away. So what's your email address? And that's what they need to get started. They also have other options like learn more. So If it's your home page, it's okay to have a couple different calls to action, but you do want a primary call to action. And in this case, it's, hey, sign up right now. Another example I like is BB Thomas Bookkeeping. They have schedule a consultation, and then they also have get an instant estimate. So this is really great for lead collection. So get a free estimate, schedule a consultation. It's pretty direct what they want you to do. So here they have a calendar where they're going to do this lead collection. They're going to get your email and phone number and your name. It's going to go into their system. And there's nothing nefarious about this at all. If people are coming to this website for this service, this helps her serve you better. So scheduling an appointment, the good old-fashioned contact page, great way to start collecting leads. Have a form there, and then we also have an instant estimate. So this is fun strategy. It's a quick 2-question quiz, and then you get a quick estimate of what it would be to work with her. And in order to see that information, you do have to give your email address, and that's so she can follow up with you and get the process going, answer any questions you have. And what's great about this lead collection, it's not a hard sell. And really important with your lead collection, you want to offer something of value without being too aggressive. When you're first dating somebody on the first date, you don't say, "Will you marry me?" because you come across as creepy. You don't want to do that with your potential clients or your website visitors either. You want a soft start, like, "Hey, here's some flowers. Nice to meet you. Here's this free thing. It's going to be of value to you." Maybe exchange email addresses and we can get to know each other a little better. I don't know if any of you got to meet John Bradshaw, the sales coach, but his way of talking about that was you want to romance the client, not attack them and have sales breath. Other examples. All right, in this example, get your free marketing, in other examples, get your free marketing analysis report. So no shame in this one either. This is software that I use and recommend for getting leads. So here we're asking for a little more information than just an email address, but this is so that the audit can actually take place. And it is, since it is a bigger report, it's more than just a quick 5 things you can do to da-da-da-da-da. We are asking for a little more information, but in exchange you do get more information. But having that clear call to action, get this free thing, and not clouded by a whole bunch of noise is really important. So we do have a lead magnet. We showed a couple of examples of those. Another one I really like, this is Dr. Trevor Cates. She is a naturopath physician. Here she's offering this workbook and recipe guide for your email address. This isn't, "Hey, make an appointment with me." It's, "Check this out in exchange for your email, and I'll send you a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of really cool educational stuff." And a quick tip, do put some kind of reassuring information that you're not going to spam them. And then on this, we probably also want to add a little checkbox saying by submitting your email, you agree to receive messages from us, something along those lines. So having that simple subscribe form is great. It could be on a pop-up like this or something on an exit intent. So I'm going to hop back over to Heaven's Urgent Care. This will pop up either after you scroll for a little bit or as you try to leave the page. This pop-up, it's not being, I don't think this is being aggressive. It's saying, "Hey, since you're reading our blog, is there anything else you'd like to learn more about?" And this has actually got us a few entries, so we have more people joining his newsletter, and it's also giving us more blog topic ideas. So this is one idea for lead collection. Another example I really like, this is another pop-up. It's nice and clean. They are doing a big offer, a 50% discount just for your email address, and that's a pretty enticing deal because originally it was like save 10%, but now it's 50%, so that is pretty enticing. And I also like at the bottom of this website, they have just a simple form. So it's not always fancy, there's not always a huge strategy behind it, but just having it available in their footer is a really good idea. Okay, so we've had subscribe forms, pop-ups, contact forms. Another really cool thing are chatbots and chat widgets. So I'm going to hop back over to BB Thomas. Over here we do have an AI chatbot. So Bex is a busy gal. She may be helping a client already, so she probably doesn't have time to chat with everybody on her phone that visits her website. So what we do is we have a trained chat bot that can answer these questions for you, for the user. So let's say I want to start a new chat, and actually my face is getting in the way. Sorry about that. So we're going to start a new chat. So we can do something like, do you help dietitians? And then this robot chat that we've trained, it's going to come back with an answer for us. It says, we help service-based businesses like dietitians with bookkeeping so you can focus on your clients. Want to set up an appointment to chat about your needs? So we can say, yeah, sure. And then it's going to come back and it's going to give us with some possible times. And from there, we can have this AI bot schedule that appointment for us. That way, Bex is in the background working, doing what she does. So here, this is that lead collection where it starts. It's going to ask for my name, phone number, and things to get started to secure my spot on Bex's calendar. So there's AI chat bots, but then there's also just chat widgets. So if you do have somebody you can dedicate to answer these people, and then that's also great. And since we have them up, I am going to, we also have this for Heaven's Urgent Care. Let's see. Do you schedule virtual appointments? And then this is going to come back with some answers that we've already trained it to reply with. Said yes, and then here's the link to how you do a virtual appointment. So really cool thing for lead generation and to help answer questions on your website. There are also surveys. If you want to get some general information, you can conduct a survey on your website or talk about it on social media and have people come back, fill out surveys. We could do quizzes. We saw Bex's quiz, that 2-question quiz, and that helps people feel like they've done something in order to share their email address. There are a couple of other ways we can do lead collection. One is a missed call text back. So I have this and I love it. Somebody tried to call me, but I had my phone muted because I was at a networking event, and it was able to text them saying, hey, sorry we missed your call. Would you like to set up an appointment? So this wasn't on my website. This was over text on a phone. And from there, the person said, no, actually, I don't want to set up an appointment. I'll wait for a phone call. And so I get a message saying, hey, don't forget to call so-and-so back. So that's great. I had their name and phone number because of the missed call text back. So this is great. Sometimes people just don't want to leave a voicemail, but you can still have an interaction with your potential client. Another thing is QR codes. You can have a QR code on the back of your website. You can have a QR code on the back of your business card, and when you're networking with somebody, maybe that special QR code has a link to a specific deal or promotion for people you're networking with or you meeting in person. And that can direct people to your landing page with that special offer where they can exchange their information for the free thing that you're offering. Okay, so we've got a lot of different options for lead generation. Ideally, you're going to have a campaign in mind where we start with the offer, have them get some kind of interest on social media, direct them to a page where we deliver on this offer in exchange for information. We could use pop-ups, contact forms, AI chatbots, chat widgets, surveys, quizzes, missed call text back, which is awesome, QR codes to direct people to a landing page. We have all of these different options in addition to social media and what happens over there. So now that we have all of that, we get to the bottom of the marketing funnel where we have nurturing, automation, and your database. Because you've gone through the work of creating a campaign, spending on ads, or driving traffic to your landing page. Someone actually filled out the form for your free thing, and you've collected the emails. So great, now what? Hopefully you have some kind of CRM or customer relationship management tool. This is where you store all of that information that you're gathering. And then from there, you come up with a strategy or a sequence of events on how you're going to follow up with these people. So either an email sequence or a way to schedule follow-up phone calls. How did you like the free thing? Would you like some more free stuff? So find other ways to romance them from there and guide them on the customer journey, and always be giving. So always give something of value with every interaction with them. Doesn't have to be super valuable, your main service, but something beneficial, not just, hey, so do you want to buy? Do something that builds a relationship between the two of you. So there are no shortage of tools to get stuff done. So these are all the popular things as far as CRMs, how you follow up with people, how you build funnels, how you do that missed call text back, how you build the website. There's no shortage, but what I use and recommend is Infinity Funnel. It's an all-in-one marketing. It does all of the things we talked about. Would love to do that free audit for you if you want to go to infinityfunnel.com. No pressure. I don't want this to be a sales video. So how a follow-up sequence might work, just in this example. So define what starts the automation. So you can say customer booked an appointment, or I missed a call, or customer filled out a form. That's going to trigger start an automation that you build through a workflow. Define the next step that you think should happen. So the next step here is we're going to perform an action, and we're going to put it in our sales pipeline, and then we're going to start sending emails to this client or to this potential client. And then if they don't do anything, we'll say like wait a certain amount of time. If they reply, we can trigger a new action, sending them a different set of emails. If they don't reply, maybe send one more, just checking in. It's really great to have automation set up for your business. Automation can save you time and increase the likelihood you're going to convert these leads into paying clients. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you do have any questions. I would love to have a sit down chat with you, talk about different ways we can increase your leads.